Ta-da, here we are. Welcome again, my super friend Anne. How are you doing this week?
Oh, very well, thank you. Absolute pleasure. Thank you, Brenda. It's absolutely, I can't believe it's a week ago since we were doing the same thing last week. It's just flown by, hasn't it?
I know. I mean, every week runs into the next, right?
Yeah, it's just, and I just love it so much. This is the fastest 2 hours of the whole week. It just seems to, once we get into this, we get going, and it's just absolutely lovely. What a pleasure. So yeah, lovely.
Uh, that's great. And so I just wanted to post this for everybody to see. Yes, I want everybody to
Thank
see.
you.
And now has 1,030 subscribers. 2 weeks ago, she had 999.
I did.
I just can't forget saying that number right. And so we've been working on getting her up there. So yes, I did, Reverend Heather M. Stees. I have it, so don't worry. But we don't jump into it right away. We're just trying to get, warm up the waters here before we do. Yeah, way to go, eh? So yeah, and all because of you guys coming in and subscribing to her. Hi, Tammy, and supporting her. I was just saying, Tammy, that our Anne has 1,030 subscribers now. And 2 weeks ago, she had 999.
Just so close. It was almost like one of those so near yet so far, wasn't it?
Yeah. And by the end of that week, she was like, I don't know, 1,020. But yeah, she, it just skyrocketed. And I knew once people started to watch you on a regular basis that, people are going to want to subscribe to you. And don't forget her cards. That's okay. That's okay, Heather. I got it, honey. So yeah, it's been amazing, and you deserve every bit of it. So, we work together. We try to help other people and elevate other people, and we all share the same thing in the same circle of what we do, right? And I'm hoping, guys, to get into doing more podcasts too, and interviews with other readers like Anne, and getting out there and doing that. Podcasts are a big thing. However, I don't know if you heard or you got message from YouTube that they're going to be stopping the podcast or something. They're going to be changing it where there's going to be another platform we can take our podcasts and move them over. So again, they're going through some restructuring here with with what they're doing in the back office here. So I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to get these names down as I'm chatting here, guys. Welcome, Chris. Welcome, Stephanie. Welcome, Earl. Hi, Reverend Heather M. Steves. And who else we got? We got Tracy Wilbur here, Tammy, Bambi. So we're just waiting for the room to. Hi, Lynn Trainer. Welcome to my room. So that's a new name to me.
From Scotland. How lovely. She's a bit further north from me.
Yeah. Anne's in Yorkshire. I remember where she is because I love Yorkshire pudding.
Yes.
So, yeah, once I started to say to myself, she's in Yorkshire. Just remember Yorkshire pudding.
Oh, Mom, the Yorkshire pudding, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So welcome. Hi, Trend Zone. Here's they're all coming in now. They're all starting to come into the room. Hi, Gerald. How are you? Glad to see you again. I don't know if Damara, she usually comes in later, but she knows it's Sunday, so she could have plans too. But I always feel bad when she catches us at the end and she's missed it. But because she's such a big part of our chat room, right?
Yeah.
She loves to watch us. She loves to hear the cards come out. She loves to hear people's comments and socialize out here. And it's all good. Yeah, it's amazing. So how's everybody doing? How's your weather where you are? How is your weather? I'm here outside of Toronto on Lake Ontario, and as you can see, I got a jacket on because I said to my husband, "Are the windows open here or what?" And it was chilly, so I just thought in my office I would just stick my jacket on. But I'll probably be taking it off before this day is over. But yeah, so what's it like in Chicago, Trend Zone? Is it warm there? And Heather, how is it where you are? And in Scotland? Anne says she's had a lot of rain again in England. Oklahoma, Tracy, very hot. Okay.
Very hot. Imagine that.
Yeah, she would be hot for sure. Oh, and yeah, Chris is in Wales. He says it's raining there. Well, of course, Chris, it'd be raining in Wales. I always think that in Ajax, you're in Ajax. Okay, I forgot you're in Ajax. My late husband was born in Ajax. So yeah. Yeah, it's the same here. If you're in Ajax, you're not that far away from me, Heather, where I'm in Burlington. So, and being right on the lake, I was saying to Anne when she first came in the room, I said, it's 18C here, but it doesn't feel like it when you have a breeze coming off of that body of water. So thanks, Trend Zone, for your super chat. So yeah, hi, Mary. What a pleasure to see you here. I haven't seen you. Mary's over in Ireland.
Yes.
Yeah, she's in Ireland. We haven't seen you in a while. So I just wanted to give everybody a heads up again, too, because we've got our beautiful Ann Ellis Angels up to 1,030 subscribers. And I was saying, Mary, 2 weeks ago, Mary Murphy, 2 weeks ago, she was 999. And I said, come on, guys, we got to get her up to that 1,000 mark so she can apply for a super chat donation and have the button under her chat room, and then we're all going to run off and join her in her room.
Oh, we'll be doing it. Yeah, can't wait.
It'll be fun. So anyway, it's rainy in Ireland too. Yeah, I guess in Wales and Ireland and Scotland, everybody's experiencing.
It's everywhere.
Hey, it's raining here too. So I'm on the other side of that water. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's been a funny spring, right?
Yes.
We've had some hot weather.
Complete contrast from last year. Last year we would go, because I live out in a rural area.
Yeah.
And I'm from a farming background, and I would go out for a walk and I would think it is so dry. It was cold.
Yeah.
But it was dry, and the soil
in
the field where the wheat was, the soil had cracks in it. I'm thinking that is just not great for spring at this time of year. This year, the land is standing in water, and it's just like Mother Nature's gone a bit dry last year. We better put that right.
Yeah,
so
we better. Yeah. And when you get that extreme heavy downpour, that's what it does. It doesn't give the earth enough time to drink it in, right? It stays on the surface, and that's why we end up with floodplains, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a catch-20. The poor things now are going to drown, and when they're not getting enough, they're going to dry up and burn. Yeah, Trend Zone here says he's on the highway driving and it's sunny. My sunroof is open. It's 80 degrees.
80 degrees. Oh, imagine.
I hate that saying, but I had to say it to be funny. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad somebody's got it. So Chicago.
Somebody send some sunshine over.
Yeah. But you know what? New York is a little hotter than we are too. And so Chicago gets warm and that. Now, my kids loved Chicago when they went. They loved all the down by the Trend Zone, down by the docks, down by the marina, down in that area, all those wonderful eateries that are amazing. And of course, you do all of that, that mafia and the mob scene as well, because that's part of it for fun when you go as a tourist. But this year they're going to go to New York City again. The kids want to go there. They're going to fly though. My daughter says, I don't want to drive. It's 10 hours. It's, we're only going for 4 days or 5 nights or something. And so she says she found a good rate, and it's only like an hour and a half flight right from Toronto. So they're going to take the kids, and of course I say kids 22 and 18 now, right? So they're going to go there as a family, and the kids say they're never leaving home. They said, if you kick us out, we're going to build tiny homes in the backyard. And we don't mean tents, Mom, we mean the tiny homes. So you better get it rezoned. She's got a good sized lot. And I said, hold it. I said, well, when one of you leave, your Nana's going to be in one of those tiny homes. So someday. So anyway, yeah. So beautiful, Gerald, that your weather's 80 degrees. Oh, we're waiting for that here. So, and you would notice it hot there because he's probably in the city area, where what happens is when you live in those cities and they heat up, all that brick, all those buildings heat up, and it holds that heat there, unless you're out driving in the country somewhere where it's a bit cooler. But anyway, so yeah, that's beautiful. So I'm really glad you guys, so I'm going to acknowledge everybody again, and we'll get going. So we've got Tammy, we've got Earl, we've got Chris, we've got Stephanie, we've got Lynn, we've got Trend Zone, and we've got Mary Murphy. So you know the protocol here. Anybody that has a personal question they'd like to address, you're going to get not one, but 2 readings, one from Anne and one from me on your question. And as you can see, it's a minimum of $5. Where am I here? I do my little plug now, and then I'll be quiet and we'll start working. So yeah, $5 is a mini reading, $10 got extended, more cards, and of course the $20 we will do clarifiers on top of the overlay of a reading here for you. And that's 2 of us. So whatever you feel you can afford, or if you have a personal question, we're quite happy. $5 is fine with us as well. I'm not trying to push for anything. Oh, here's Tammy. Tammy's already got it up here too. She's posted it as well. Thank you, Tammy. She's my doorkeeper and my and our monitor. So we're going to go on to do Reverend. Here we are. Reverend Heather. I want to see if she gave me a question. Okay, here she is. No, that's not it. Okay, here's her question. Thank you, Heather. My question has to do with being stuck. How long? Other factors until I can get rolling. 3 weeks, 2 months. Is there a surprise move this week? Okay, so I think we addressed the same question last time. Because what I think how you worded it, if my memory serves me, you were in a hiatus right now, right? And you were wondering when things are going to start to pick up and all of that. So this kind of pertains to the same type of message. So you're wondering how long you're going to be stuck doing what you're doing, which is probably not moving on too quickly. 3 weeks to 2 months. Is there a surprise move this week? So you mean move in energy? You don't mean pack up your bags and jump in a moving van, right? Heather, so give me the answer to that, okay? So that we're clear on move. Yeah, it says move. A surprise move this week. So do you mean similar but different? I did. Okay, so do you? No, Tracy, if you made a super chat for $4.99, yeah, that's okay. Sometimes it's just that little lever that you push over to hit those dollar signs. It's crazy. Can you charge me another penny, please, to make it $5? Nah, Tracy, that's okay, honey. It's difficult. Sometimes $4.99 pops up and not 5. So I don't worry about that. Okay, so you mean a physical move? Is there a surprise move this week? So, well, I don't know, Heather, if there's a move and you're leaving where you are, you're going to have to start packing now. I mean, I don't think you'll be moving this week. Are you planning on moving, Heather? Are you wanting to relocate? Is this what you're wanting to do? Are you wanting to find somewhere else to live? She's laughing at me. I know. So, because right now you're finding that you're not working per se, you're not gainfully employed, right? Right now. So you're just wanting to see what's going to happen in the near future. So let's just pull cards on that. We'll see what the general energy is. If we can end up with the 8 of Cups. We can end up with, these cards that say, yeah, you're moving on. Yeah, you're retired. Yeah. So am I. And you can see I'm still working here every day. I love what I do. Busy. Yeah. More busy often, right, Heather? We retire and we find we're even busier. Right, Anne?
Oh, yeah. And isn't it lovely?
Yes, we're busy doing things we want to do.
Right. Let me just...
Oops, that's a lot of cards. What do we got? 2, 3, 4, 5.
So, Heather, thank you for coming into the room and lovely to talk to you again. So I have been shuffling my cards here. I'm using my Teacup Tarot deck and asking, what can you tell me about a move? Will there be a move? What do you need to know? The Moon card came out first. And this is all about going within to find your answers. It's very much trusting your intuition, listening to that little voice inside and paying attention to it. Now, in addition to that, this Moon card also says there may be new information coming to light that you need to know. So you're asking about this move, and I don't think you know everything you need to know yet, because I think there's something that you are not a party to, or you haven't found out yet. The Nine of Wands says, keep going, don't give up, stay determined. This is the card of persistence and determination. Now, when that move does come, the Two of Wands shows up, and this is you working alongside somebody else. Two of you working together. It's not something that you're going to have to be doing all by yourself all of the time. And it's only when our lovely angels both work together that they find the success that they are aiming for. So the Empress came in as your last card. And if ever there was a card that summed up the word busy, it's this one. The Empress is busy doing. She's not just thinking about doing, hoping to do, or intending to do. Aprons on, sleeves rolled up, and she is taking action on new ideas, new projects. She's pushing things forward. She's taking action. And the Magician says, yes, you can. You are ready, just in case you didn't think you were. And you have everything you need. So when I'm pulling all of this together for you, Heather, you're asking that you are a little bit stuck. I think the reason you're stuck is that there's something you don't know yet. So I really do think you need to do a little bit of detective work. You need to do a little bit of homework, because there's some information that you need to know. Keep going, look for that, don't give up, be persistent. And when you've found that, that's almost like the catalyst, and here you are. You're moving on, and the Empress card says, expect to get busy. But I do think it's almost like you've nearly got the whole jigsaw, but there's 2 or 3 pieces missing, and you need to find those out first. And I think that once you get more information, this missing piece of information, I think that will be the very thing that gets the ball rolling. So I hope that resonates, Heather. Thank you.
Okay, Heather, you've got the 5 of water, and that's that card of crying over spilt milk. You might be reminiscing and thinking about things that happened in your past, and possibly with regretfulness. So, and disappointment. This is a card of forgiveness and those feelings. And we can't change the past. You might be thinking about, things that might have been a disappointment and didn't work out, as I said in the past. So you know what? Just let it go. We can't change history. We just have to move on. Okay, with forgiveness, let it go. You've also got the Lovers, and we know that the Lovers doesn't necessarily mean that your knights in shining armor is going to sweep you off your feet. It can. What it means is you're going to be faced with some major choices and decisions that could be on a heart level. Now, you could be leading with your heart when you're making these decisions, because they may have to do with something that you truly love to do, spirituality like you do, or with someone on a spiritual level or a emotional level. Okay, so this is a card of balance. It is a card of emotions, and it's a card of choices, and it's a card of relationships. So something could be coming in there too. But then you've got the balance card, and the balance card is Temperance. And they're saying that you need to just do things slowly. Don't run out there right away and grab the first place. Okay, if you're looking for someone else to relocate, and that's your motive here, be mindful and take your time. Some things, I always say everything that glitters isn't gold. If it looks too good to be true, chances are you need to do more research and find out if that in essence would be where you would want to be. Okay, so do your research. However, the word compromise comes in with the Temperance card as well. So we can't always get 100% of what we want, right? So if you want 2 bathrooms and you only get 1, that's an example. Okay, that's just a theoretical example. The Queen of Fire is you, because you now have the control and the confidence to know, once you know what you want, where you want to be, then you're going to be able to go forward here. This is about being determined. This is about going after your goals. This is about, I always say this is the queen that lifts her chin a little bit higher. She squares her shoulders. She's had to fight to get where she is. And all those people that doubt her, she flips a bird at them and she says, watch me. Okay. Now I didn't want you to see me flip the bird, so I hit it. So anyway, you've got all the gumption to go after what you want. Okay, Heather. And if this is what you want, then be proactive, but don't jump to the first thing you see. Okay. Now you've got the ability to walk in your garden of abundance with the 9 of Pentacles. And that's about feeling content and feeling comfortable and feeling as though you're sitting in the lap of luxury. But it's because you're independent as well. You are creating your own destiny, Heather. Okay. You and you alone. You haven't got anybody else out there doing this or carrying you or helping you. You're doing this on your own. And you need to do a little bit of this. Okay. Don't be afraid to blow your own horn and walk in your own light periodically. All right. So continue moving forward. It's a card of success. Also, it's a card of entrepreneurship and success in self-employment. So just don't jump into anything too quickly. If you're wanting to move ahead, you're getting that. Okay, it's okay to do this, but don't jump too quick. Okay. Sounds like you. Okay, great. Thank you so much. I tried a super chat here, but a problem on my end with the phone coverage. Bank has to send codes to my mobile, supposed to come through straight away, but because of coverage, it could be ages. So yeah, I don't know. I'm over here. We don't do that. We go in.
Yeah, I know where she's coming from. Yeah, she'll be waiting for a little text to come in.
Yeah. You can pay with your Visa, whatever, right? So, but Anne gets you. She understands where you're coming from, Mary. So yeah, not to worry, okay? Okay, we've got Ellen. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you again. Beautiful. My room's filling up. Real country woman. Welcome, real country woman. Thank you so much for coming in again into my room. Beautiful that you come in to see Anne and I. Okay, so we're moving on now. We did Heather. Now we're going to do Tracy Wilbur. Tracy, let me see if you've left. Hi, Mary. I didn't see you. Mary Kath. Hi, Mary Kath. Sorry, sweetie. I was doing the reading and I didn't notice you walk in. Okay, so alrighty, let's go back to Tracy. She was the next one. And here she is. All righty. Tracy says, is moving forward with the surgical school program is that the right direction for me? Okay, so she wants to know, what spirit and our guides have to say about that. All right. Thank you very much, Tracy, for your super chat and your concern over a penny. It's okay. I'm not going to charge you a penny. They got rid of all our pennies here, our coppers in Canada. We don't have pennies anymore. They round it off. That's how they make more money off of us. All those pennies add up at the end of the day when they do their bookkeeping and banking. No more pennies for us. All right. Whenever you're ready, man.
I'm good. Right, Tracy is moving forward with the surgical school program, the right direction for me. So the first card that comes out for you is the 7 of Teacups. And this is the card of having to make decisions and lots of choices, which is literally where you appear to be right now. Now on this card, look, our lovely angel, she's stepping back and she's looking at all the options first. Now, most of them are really lovely. They're like a bar of chocolate or a flower. But there's a grumpy little gingerbread man in this cup here, and she doesn't want to choose him. So the message with this card is you just need to step back and look at all of the options carefully because there might be more than one. The King of Coins comes in with the success, the Midas touch, the confidence. The King of Coins absolutely personifies all of those lovely qualities. Anything they touch their hand to or put their hand to turns to gold. It's very much success, very much in the job, career, and home life and financial part of life. So that comes right on the back of this 7 of Teacups. So after you really do need to consider all these options very carefully. And then moving forward with confidence. But before you do, again, this 4 of Pentacles says, just step back. Don't be rushing into any decision. Here we have another card of pause, another card of assessment. Look, they've both got their little feet up and they're having a cup of tea and reading a book. This again says, just don't rush, because we need to step back. And sometimes when we think we do that and that nothing's happening, that's when everything happens, because you're leaving space so you can hear the prompts from the universe and the whispers of your angels. So what I would say, don't be in any rush just now. The balance card of the 2 of coins comes in next, saying that you might have just 2 options and it's deciding between the 2. So when you do, there are 2 things you need to do. The first one is to focus on your strengths. What do you do well? Here she is so focused on this empty piggy bank that she hasn't realized she's sitting on 3 coins and there are 2 right behind her. She's focusing on lack. She needs to focus on what she does well. Ask for any help if you need it, is the other message with this card. And be assertive. Stand up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. It's absolutely okay to say, no, thank you. That's a full sentence. This will work better for me. This will not work as well for me. All of those are ways of being assertive and kind. So, is moving forward the right direction for you? I would say you've got some more homework to do, because I certainly don't think it's your only option. We've got 2 cards here with all different options on, and I think you need to step back, take your time, and just look at all your options carefully. Focus on your strengths. What do you do well? What do you enjoy doing? Stand up, say what you'd like to do. Explain what will work well for you. And it's only when you've done all of that that I do feel that's when this King of Coins energy will come in with the how-to plan. Here's the success. Here's your new opportunity. And away you go. So is it the right direction? This sounds awful when a reader says, well, it might be. Well, I'm just going to say it might be, because I do feel there are other things to consider first before you commit yourself. So take into account, how much time is it going to take? Everything needs to be in balance on this card here. So consider financial balance. Consider work-life balance. How much time are you going to be giving away to it? Will there be enough time for you as well? All of those things need considering. So consider it carefully. Look at your choices. Take your time. Step back. Focus on what you do well. Focus on your strengths. Ask for any help. And then decide. Then you will know. So Tracy, I hope that's helpful.
Beautiful. Okay. And you know, when Anne said, sometimes you don't want to hear us say it's possible, it can happen. Well, you have to remember that no matter what we tell you in a reading, it's not written in stone or blood. You have free will at any time. And I say this to people who pay me a lot of money for private readings. When it's done, if they choose to say, no, it's not what I'm going to do, that's their free will to do that. Okay. But then often it comes back and they'll say, yeah, you said I was going to do this, but I really didn't want to. And then in the end, it happens. So we don't always get 100% answers, especially with mini readings. Okay. More extended readings, we keep pulling and pulling more cards and asking spirit for more and more messages. So thank you so much, Tracy. Okay. So Tracy, for you, I've got, you've had a past here, a past of worry, concern, regret, pushing yourself, overworking yourself, stressing yourself out. And often that can cause imbalance, right? And you may have been experiencing that, wanting to pursue something like this surgical school program. And it was, do I do this? Do I do that? Is it going to work out? How am I going to feel about it? Well, actually, I think you're going through a transformation, because you do have the Tower, and that's telling me that you've come to that realization that you're going to make a change here, life change here. And actually, once you do, you get in place, you get into that class, you're going to find out that you're going to be able to feel liberated. You finally made the decision to do that. Okay. So, in answer to your question, I feel you're going in the right direction. Okay. So when I say the 10 of fire, the 10 of wands, it means that you're not going to push yourself as hard. You're not going to have that worry, because part of this was making the decision. Do I even do it? Well, you've made the decision now, and I think you're going to feel so much better for it. You're building a foundation for your future, and it's a good one. When the Tower comes up, it is that life change we make, and often it's something comes up and we jump into it because we have no other choice, and we go, well, you know what? I'm going to do this, this, and this to make this work out for me. Okay, so you're going through a transformation. Yes, to your answer, I think you're making the right decision. Now, moving on in the center position, you have the page, or the 7 of fire, and that's the 7 of wands, and that is you feeling challenged. You're feeling as though you're going to have to compete a little bit, and you may have to. You're going to want to pull off some high marks, or pursue a good grade here. I think you've got a lot of resilience. You're going to be able to do that. Don't back down. The 7 of fire is that card that says stand up for yourself, stand in your corner, defend it. You've got the ambition and all of the energy that you need to make this work. Okay, you're focusing on it. The Hermit says you've been thinking about this a long time. Okay, you've taken time to sit on your own in the silence, be introspective. It was self-discovery that you've been trying to find out what it is you want to do. But you may have even, I think you're going to be leaning into mentors now. This is a card of mentorship as well. Speaking to those in authority, or those who will guide you through a process here of doing this. Okay, so your surgical school, you will be leaning into mentors that can guide you through this. Now, here you are, the Emperor. Okay, you're going to be very logical. You're going to be very organized. You're going to be able to be very structured now. And you're also going to be in charge. Okay, the Emperor, he sits there in the seat of power. He's cool, calm, and collected, because that's what he does. He makes out his list and he ticks them off. He makes sure everything's done for accuracy. And I think you're going to be doing that. I think, Tracy, this is something that you've been thinking about for a long time, and I think you are going in the right direction. Okay, so those are the cards I have for you, and thank you very much for requesting a reading. So we got a couple more here I have to put down. We've got Lizzie B. Welcome, Lizzie. Lizzie B. I got to get in here, honey. Thank you for your super chat. And below Lizzie, we've got Pam McGinty. All right. Thank you, Pam McGinty. Okay. So know, guys, that I'll be asking you what your questions are. So, okay. So there you go, Pam. Thank you very much for posting your questions. Lizzie, you posted your questions. Real country woman. Okay. So that's good. You guys are really getting on the ball here. All right. So we're going to find out after Tracy. We've got, I think it's Trend Zone. We'll go back up here and find out. Yes. Okay, so we know Trend Zone. He's going to fool us one day, and he's going to actually ask us a question. He's always open, and open means a general. Whatever us girls find, and Spirit and the cards show and our guides show, he's open to it. So let's see what we've got here for Trend Zone. Okay, Trend Zone. See what we have here for you. Real country woman, I'm not going to forget you, but I have Earl to do before you, and then you're in after Earl, okay? So I take them just as they come in. First come, first serve, okay? As soon as they show me that you've made your payment, your name's going down on this list, so I haven't forgotten. But yeah, I'm known to forget the odd one. So I get why you reminded me. Okay.
Okay. Trend Zone, it's Gerald. Thank you. Nice to see you again this week. So I've pulled 4 cards for you for an open reading. And the first one is the Queen of Coins. Now, if ever you wanted any sort of advice which would come from a very common sense, grounded place, the Queen of Coins would be the person to ask. An authority figure in the deck, the Queen of Coins absolutely personifies grounded common sense, confidence, practicality, and resourcefulness. And very often associated with home life, work life, material life, financial life, very much in a position where she's making sure that other people have everything they need. Her main attributes are this practicality and this resourcefulness, and they are lovely things that you need to be focusing on this week. The Page of Wands brings in a message. They are all messengers. And the Page of Wands brings in good news, positive change, new ideas. Very often it can be new information that you've been waiting for. And quite often an opportunity that you've been hoping for. The Two of Teacups, this can be a lovely new friendship. That's a lovely meaning of this card. The other meaning with this card is about communication. It's the card of discussion. It's the card of conversation. It's talking things over and making sure that you clearly understand each other. So it's speaking and listening and being absolutely clear that you understand, especially where this new information is coming in. If you're talking it over with somebody, if somebody's giving you some information, make sure that you really clearly understand it and you understand them and what they mean and vice versa. Because when you've done that, the Chariot card says, here's this movement forward you've been waiting for. This card shows up if things have felt a little bit stalled for a while or not really going anywhere. This Chariot card comes in and says, this is the movement forward. It can happen quite quickly. But the mindfulness with this card says, when you make your move forward, do so with balance and do so with discipline. And this is where this talking it over and clarity in communication comes in. So definitely a week where grounded common sense, practicality, and then this movement forward comes in. So I hope that resonates. Thank you.
Beautiful, Anne. Thank you. Okay, Gerald, you've got the Ace or not. Yeah, you've got the Ace of Earth. The Ace of Earth is offers that could be coming in. Often it's good news to do with the material part of our life, abundance, opportunities that present themselves for you to see increase in money, interest on money, good investments on money, and things like that. You're probably watching, the prices of gold, the prices of silver, also what maybe you've invested your money into. Okay. You're going to find that the resources are going to be there for you. So I know you're very astute, you're very accurate, and you're always, on top of those things. So I think you're going to find you're going to be making some money. Okay. The Ace of Water. Yes. Another ace. You've got two beginnings here, one that's going to bring you in money and one that could be bringing you in love. So the Ace of Water is love basically around you, feeling as though you have that energy around you and being at peace and at harmony within yourself. But we know the Ace of Water is indicative of relationships. So there could be somebody new. Hello, Gerald. That could be coming in. You may want to approach them or they may approach you. Trust your intuition. You're pretty good at character analysis with people. Don't jump into anything. Remember, everything that glitters isn't gold. You've been there, Gerald. You know those that might deceive you, that might not have their motives might be different. But I think you're going to see that you're ready now to settle down, or you're ready to enjoy love again in your life. The Magician is you being able to have all those resources at your fingertips, both financially and the capability of being your charming self out there and with somebody, and being able to enjoy the company of somebody here. You're going to manifest what it is you want. Okay. The Magician, he's the major manifester. So you could be manifesting what you want. You're going to feel that empowerment, and you're preparing yourself for something inevitable that you want to happen in your life. And the universe says, hey, you got it all, buddy. Go for it. Don't hesitate. Don't be afraid to be the one to make the first call. Now, the Four of Earth comes in. Yeah, this is you. You're paying attention to your money. You're very careful with that. This is the extremes in which you save or spend your money. Might even be frugal. So this card can mean frugal or extravagance. And I always say to people, be in control of your finances. You know, we're all guilty of going on a beautiful exotic holiday and, well, I want this, I'll buy that, I'll buy this. And then you go home and you go, oh, why did I do that? Now I got to pay it back on my Visa card. So be careful. Don't do any emotional spending right now. Okay. Buy only the things that you know you need. And, you know, make sure that you've got that extra money in the bank, that if you spend that money, it isn't going to bother you too much. You got the 7 of air, not one. This is my least favorite card over all of them. I used to think it was the 3 of swords. It's the 7 of swords. So, and because it's a card of us having to be aware of people that might not have the same integrity as we do. I always say when this card shows up, remember, not everybody's your best friend. So be careful what you allow other people to be privy to, your information, your personal information, anything like that. Okay. I know you're pretty good with that. You're not going to tell every Tom, Dick, and Harry how much money's in your bank or any of that. But, you know, you might want to open your heart to somebody and they may not be as honest as you think they are. So this is a card of deception, the liar, the cheater, the thief, as some people want to call it. That's what Chris calls it. So just use your caution. Do your good character analysis. If you have to do a background check in this day and age, I say yes. Okay. So if somebody comes in, be careful. I have another friend of mine in the States and he met a wonderful woman. She was everything he thought she was. And he found out she was living with 3 other men and they were all very old and she was using their money. Now, my friend wasn't old as they were. So be careful. And he found that out by doing a background check. So I'm just saying, trust your intuition here. You're going to hear good news about money and investments. You may hear good news about love coming in. You've got all the resources to make either or work. Just watch your money, okay? Be careful, all right? Especially if it has to do with somebody else. Thank you so much. Friend. MJ's here. Hi, MJ. I got to put you on my list, honey. MJ. Okay. All righty. Now we're going on to, excuse me. Earl. Excuse me. Okay. Now we're doing Earl. Okay. I had to go back far enough. Earl, what would you like us to focus on here? I will scroll down here a little bit and see if you did leave us something. Oh, here, guidance from spirit. There you are. Thank you.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, lovely.
For the week.
Okay, so Earl, your guidance for the week. We've got this moon card showing up again. 18, the moon. So this says, trust your intuition, listen to that inner voice, go within to find your answers. What do you know? And trust that. The moon card also says that there could be some information that hasn't come to light yet. You need to find out. So it just does say that you don't have the full picture yet, and that you may have to do a little bit of homework to find out some extra information. It's time to focus on you now, your needs, your plans, leaving behind something, the old ways. You don't need those anymore. You've been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. And now it's time to focus on what you would like to do. What do you need? What will make you happy? Expect the situation to improve. That's the 10 of Pentacles. Things getting so much better as you climb this ladder of success. A much improved situation. And the Page of Teacups is our final card. One of the messengers of the deck. They all have an envelope. Now, this Page of Teacups could be the start of something new, a lovely new friendship, a new relationship. Also, again, this is about trusting your intuition. This page also brings in lovely messages of love, appreciation, help, and support. So I do feel that this page here with the information they're bringing in could be the information that you're needing to find out with this moon card here. So just to summarize it all, there's something missing from the jigsaw. There's some information that you need to find out. Pay attention to that. It could come in the form, this lovely page of teacups could be bringing you this new information. Listen out for it, find it out, and then focus on what makes you happy. Focus on where you want to go. It's a time of moving forward, leaving the past behind, climbing the ladder of success, and expecting this whole situation to improve. So I hope that resonates, Earl. Thank you.
Great reading. I just noticed that he put in there that he just moved to North Carolina yesterday. So all his other readings were about his job, his self-employment, moving on, and the new woman in his life. So he finally moved there yesterday. So good for you. But like Anne was saying, I have the page of air, and that's about hearing news about something. You're waiting to hear something, and it's going to be something about the truth. It comes out very quickly. You're going to hear some truthfulness about something, and it may change your plans and cause a delay. Now, it could have to do with work, your personal life. It could have to do with anything. But whoever blurts this out isn't really very mature, and they don't have the tact and the finesse to do it right. Don't attack the messenger. Just take the message. Okay, so you might be hearing some news. Like Anne was saying, you're waiting to hear about some news that you're not there yet. Well, usually this page of air is the one that brings it. Okay, could also have to do with something to do with legal issues. Now, you've got the Queen of Earth, and that's you being very good with your money, watching your money, being good in business, also planting your seeds, creating something new. You've relocated. Your business is probably online, but you still have to get your office set up and get everything going. And it's like you're still kind of trying to keep working as you're going through all these other things with this move. And you will. Stay determined. Go after your goals. The Queen of Earth, if she's patient, she knows that it takes time to get completely organized. But in the process, she's still planting her seeds, waiting for her harvest to come in. The High Priestess says you're doing your homework, you're crossing your T's, dotting your I's, and you're doing your research here. And once you do, if you keep your ducks in a row and you do that, and again, I want to stress that you write things down so that you can tick them off as you go through. Because when we move, there's so many things we have to do, such as, now we get all our messages usually via email, but, any slow mail that comes in, you've got to change your mailboxes, you've got to change all these things, you've got to change all the addresses on your health card and things like that when you move. I know we do. So with addresses. So, do all these little things that are very important. I can see you doing, trusting your intuition and your wisdom and being patient again. Both the Queen of Earth and the High Priestess are those words of patience, okay? It's the rest of my stuff not being here yet. Yeah, I bet. Okay, now the Five of Fire is that card of, annoyances and, conflicts and competition and feeling as though you're being pushed up against the wall to get things done, basically. And you probably are feeling that way right now, but also you're having to be patient in the process while you're waiting for, as you said, your stuff to get there, right? You didn't, it takes time to, move things across the countryside. You're not just moving a few blocks away. So, pick your battles wisely and pick the things that you worry about wisely. Okay. Don't get yourself all stressed out over things you can't control anyway. You got the wise counselor. We know that's the Hierophant. And, you're doing things traditional now. You're doing things the way you're supposed to. You're going to feel like you belong there, Earl. Believe it or not, right now you're kind of in limbo, right? You got to wait for the rest of your stuff to get there. Your life is kind of on hold until everything's there. But you're going to feel that this has been a great learning process for you. Because when we talk about the wise counselor, the Hierophant, we talk about education, we talk about all that. But it's basically learning something. And you're learning now with this move that you made the right decision. You're going to feel a belonging there. Okay. So enjoy. Welcome to North Carolina. All righty. Let me see. My next one. Go back here. We did Trend. We did Earl. I think we're going into New Country Woman. Yes, Real Country Woman. All right, here we are. I got you now. All right, this is the week I make my music video on Wednesday. In fact, at 10 a.m. Will everything, go as planned? Also, will I make it safe to Nashville? Okay, all righty, awesome. Remember us little people when you get to the top and you're getting all those awards at the Country Music Awards. Be sure to make sure that Ann and I have a ticket to watch you. We'll fly there and we'll watch you get this big award. So it would be wonderful, Ann?
Oh, magic.
Yeah. We'll say we knew that girl before she was famous. It would be nice if we could say we predicted it. So let's see what Spirit has for her.
Right.
Okay. All right. You want to know how this video is going to go on Wednesday, and you want to know if, your travel to Nashville is safe. I forget, Real Country Woman, where are you living now? Where are you located now? Are you moving to Nashville? Because that's the place to go if you're doing country music, that's for sure.
Okay. Everything goes planned. So, my cards for you. The first one, 9 of Wands. Stay determined, stay persistent, keep going. This is what this card said. So this is the card that says stay motivated. We're talking about this music video. The magician comes in and says, yes, you're ready. You've got everything you need. You can do this. So really, this magician comes in and puts aside or helps you to put aside any little self-doubt, because this card says you are ready, you have everything you need, you can do it. Learn from experience. So when you're going in to do this music video, if you've had to do something like this before, how did it go? What did you learn from it? What did you learn that went well? What did you learn that might not have gone so well? Pull on all of that wisdom that you already have and start to make these lovely moves forward, new plans and new ideas. The Ace of Pencils brings clarity to a situation that's felt a little bit unsure for a while. On this card, look, she's missed with the first few attempts at the target, but now she knows exactly what to do and she's going to hit that bullseye every time because she's learned. This card is about learning by doing and finding out the best way to do things. This is the card of learning from experience. So very much pulling on all of your experience and wisdom that you have. Focus on what you do well. Ask for any help if you need it. Know that you've got all the resources you need. And then the final card, the Emperor. This is you stepping up into this leadership role. The Emperor is a senior figure in the Tarot, a very powerful figure in the Tarot. They are ready at a moment's notice to go because everything is planned in advance. So when you're getting ready to do this music video, make sure that you've practiced, everything's in place, everything where it needs to be. Lots of forward planning. So in that instant, everything is ready. And that Emperor card is very much a card of stepping up into this new role. Also, will I make it safe to Nashville? Yes. And plan well before you go, down to the smallest detail. When you do that, look how successful the Emperor is. So I hope that resonates with you. And I really wish you well on Wednesday. Yeah. And let us know how you get on.
Yes. Okay. Real Country Woman. You've got the 3 of Air. And that means your past was, you were dealing with great disappointment, sorrow. Excuse me. It could have had to do with on a professional level, but it could also have had to do in a relationship that you've had to walk away from and let go behind. Okay. Forgive it. Let it go. Don't carry anything with you as you move forward into this new direction. Now, They're telling me that this could have also been dealing with people who didn't have the integrity as you did in the industry. They weren't as trustworthy as they should have said they were. And you've learned to pick and choose who you deal with when it comes to business and your music. It's very hard, we know, finding people who are going to promote you, help you, and they honestly want to be there for you, right? You made a judgment call. Okay, this is a judgment call. Even though it says renewal in the angel deck, it means that you have done your reflective work. You've done some self-evaluation. You've made a command decision that you're out of there, you're going in a new direction. And often with the judgment card, it's like rebirth. It's a new beginning. This is a brand new beginning for you. And I do believe that it's almost like a calling that your guides and angels are telling you, yes, this is where you need to go. The Knight of Earth and Knight of Pentacles comes in. This is a great card of moving forward, hearing about opportunities, doors of opportunity opening up for you. I think when you're in Nashville, you're going to be realizing that, of course, that's the place you need to be if you're cutting albums and creating music in Nashville. You know that. That's where they all go. So I think you're making a good decision here. You're going to be responsible. You're going to find the support that you need there, and you're going to be organized. Okay, keep organized. The Page of Fire, the Page of Wands, again, taking action, going after your goals, doing what it is you want, being creative and enthusiastic and motivated. So that's what the Page of Fire is all about. They bring you that offer to give you that little nudge to get you going and keeping you motivated to continue going after this goal that you want to pursue. Now, you will get there safely, but be careful of your money. And I mean money when it comes to if you're flying there or you're driving there and you're getting out of the car, be careful you don't get your purse snatched, you don't get pickpocketed. Keep things safe around you, either on your body, hidden or locked up somewhere. Be careful with how much money you're spending. I think you're going to have to be mindful of that, okay, while you're away. This is a new beginning. You need to know that you've got the resources there to do what it is you need to do, okay? So I would say, if anything, don't be extravagant, be a little frugal. Okay, have control over that, and also have control over your money, because when you start cutting, you know what it's like when you start cutting music. Your promoters and these music companies, they all want their cut, and everybody wants to get paid, right? But I would shop around and I would be very careful. Make sure you know you have a good lawyer, and make sure you know that this person is reputable, and you keep track of your own finances. Don't ever let anybody control them. Look what happened to Elvis Presley. You know what I mean? So many big professionals just trusted the guy who said, yeah, I'll take care of everything. Don't you worry. You just go to bed early and get your rest. Yeah. And in the background, guess what they were doing? So they were embezzling, or they weren't as honest as they said they were. So when we get that 4 of coins, be careful and mindful of your money. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. I pretty much know you're excited. You're going to do this, and you're going to be careful. Okay, so that's what I have for you. I have packed half the house to be ready for anything. Good for you. All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Anne. Thank you so much for your donation. You're on the list. All right, so that's Real Country Woman. Now we're going to Lizzie. Lizzie, what's coming towards me after my house sells? I would like to relocate once my kids start college in August. What's coming towards me after my house sells? Okay, so you're probably moving right before your kids go to college, and which means your kids are going to have to come with you in the meantime. I would like to relocate once my kids. What's coming towards me after my house sells? Well, I gather your house isn't up for sale yet. So if your kids aren't in college yet, it starts college in August. They are. Okay. All righty. Got it now. So would like to relocate once my kids start college in August. She's going to be moving soon. That's what she wants to do. Let's see what we've got here for her. Good afternoon, Shazad. How are you? Room, nice to see you. Blessings to you from Houston. Nice.
Oh, Lizzie, what a lovely selection of cards. What's coming towards you after your house sells? Success. We've got the Sun card, one of the happiest cards in the whole deck. This is you reaping the rewards of your harvest after you've done a lot of hard work. This is the success coming in for you. This is the Sun card, the success you've been waiting for. It also says, get busy on those new ideas. We've got the Victory card straight after that. This couldn't be better after the Sun card. That's two of the best cards in the whole deck. This is literally success, joy, and happiness. The Knight of Pencils says, choose carefully. So when you're moving forward, when you're choosing which direction to go in, don't be in too much of a rush. Now, the Knights are all really fast-moving energy. They all have a motorbike on the card because they come in fast. The Knight of Pencils says, choose carefully. Now, she's either got a main road that's well marked or a bumpy track full of potholes to choose from. So look at all your options carefully. When you're getting to work on these new ideas, the success and victory attached to those already, but choose carefully and don't make any rushed decisions. Don't be rushed into any choices. Stand back, be mindful, look at your options carefully, and then choose. Your final card, here you are showing up the Queen of Wands, one of my favorite cards in the deck. The Queens are authority figures. The Queen of Wands is successful. We've been talking about that with the Sun and the Victory card. Now, she can manifest anything she wants just like that. And here she's manifested a pot of tea and a cake. It's so easy for her because she's had to learn how to do that. She's got the wisdom. She's got the knowledge to do that. The Queen of Wands, when she is presented with any option, says, yes, I can. You just watch me. It's that sort of sassy energy. It's that level of self-confidence. And I do feel this is you showing up in the reading. Embrace these qualities of the yes, I can. And manifest exactly what it is that you would like to do with that confidence. But take your time doing it, think it through, and choose wisely before you do. And then honestly, it's like the world is your oyster. The green traffic light comes on and you're on your way. So Lizzie, I hope that's helpful.
Beautiful. George is snoring on the floor next to me. So if you hear this snoring, it's my dog. I turned really snoring loud. He's really in dreamland. Okay. All right. So Lizzie, it's starting off with a bit of a struggle, my reading, but at the end of the day, you're making the right decisions and choices. Okay. So the Four of Water is that card of feeling as though you've been feeling as though you're hanging in limbo. It's not like I often mention that with a hangman too, but the Four of Water is feeling as though you're missing out on an opportunity. It's your time now to move forward and make changes in your life. And you're going to do that. Don't get caught up in this feeling of discontent. I think you've been feeling this way for a while, but you finally have the insight to move and go towards your goals now. So I've seen in the past you were feeling that way. The Seven of Fire comes in too, and this was a challenge for you. You've done your job. You've been waiting for the kids to grow up. Not that you're giving them the bum rush out the door, but we do. We raise our kids the best way we can. We want to give them the best opportunities, and that's what you've done. And this is going to be your time now, Lizzie. And so do it. Do it without guilt. Enjoy this. You can downscale. You don't have to have a big house anymore and all those expenses. Whatever you decide to choose something you know is perfect for you. And there's always room for the kids to come home and visit, right? Chances are they're not going to want to both be there sleeping overnight. But you know what? We always find ways to accommodate that. So it's been a bit of a challenge for you, but with your determination, your mindset now, continue moving forward towards selling the house. I would be doing the work, the prep work, the whatever it is you have to do, this purging, the cleaning out, which we all go through when we move, and the staging of your house. Whatever you need to do, I can see you doing and getting it sold. Stay determined because it will feel like a challenge to you at times. The Nine of Fire says, you might have lost some sleep over this, thinking about this. Don't allow that to take over your demeanor. Okay. It's important that you protect yourself and not allow yourself to get stressed out over this. All right. I can see it happening. You just make sure you make out your list. As I tell everybody, be prepared, pace yourself. Don't rush into anything too quickly. If you feel, well, I've got a day off or I'm going to do all this today, just do half of it today. You'll still get it done. Okay. So protect yourself. Don't, you're very resilient, but don't allow yourself to get caught up in your head here. Okay. Now, the Four of Fire says, the Four of Wands says, you're going to have a good reason to get happier now. I'm glad this reading, as I move through, it gets better for you. You're going to feel as though you're rich again, and you're going to feel prosperous, and you're going to feel contentment. You're going to want to celebrate that. So I do think that once the house sells, yes, I think you're going to be happy, and you're going to want to celebrate that, whether it's go out for lunch with a friend or whatever, buy a bottle of champagne and clean the glasses, whatever. But you've come a long way, and you need to pat yourself on the back for how far you've come. Often with the Four of Wands, I see house sale. I see a house selling. Okay, with that, it usually shows a castle in the background, and it shows the Four Wands as the four walls of structure around the home. I do see you moving. Now you've got the Lovers, and the Lovers is that card of dealing with emotional issues, relationships, and making those choices. Excuse me while I let George out. He's scratching at the door. I will just be back in a second. Whoops, we're going to get rid of that. Okay, I'll be right back. He obviously wants to go out. Come here. Come on. Go. Come on, let's go. Go see Daddy. You want to go? Go. Okay? It's 4 o'clock on if you want to go. Okay. He picked that perfect moment in the middle of a reading to pull this on me. So, okay. All right. So we're good. Okay. So as I had said, with the Lovers, you're going to be making a choice here, and it could be on an emotional level. Think long and hard. Okay. Sometimes I tell people, don't make this decision, with your heart, take your head with it. Okay. So be mindful of the choices and decisions that you're making. But I do think that you're going to make the right choice. I think your moving is inevitable, and I think you're going to feel like you want to celebrate it at the end of the day. So I hope that helps, Lizzie. It's very exciting, isn't it? All right. Oh my God, Pam McGinty. Here she is. She sent a super sticker. Pam, here we go. Got your question. Okay. I've been at my job for 10 years. I got another job offer, just wondering what I should do. Okay. So Pam, were you looking for another job, or did something pop up unexpected, or was it an in-house position that's available for you to apply for? You're welcome, Lizzie. Thank you so much.
So, Pam, thank you for your question. So you've been at your job for 10 years, another job, just wondering what I should do. Well, the first card that came out for you is the Six of Pencils. This is moving on and feeling good. It's simple as that. This card comes in very much like a breath of fresh air if things have felt a little bit unsure or a little bit stuck. Not anymore. Look, she's already got her back to us. Not only has she decided, she's moving forward. She's moving on. She's feeling good. Choose carefully. Don't be rushed into anything, because the next two cards you have are both Knight cards, both flying in on the little motorbikes. And the Knight of Pencils says, just choose carefully. Just make sure you look at all your options first. Bumpy track or good main road. Don't be rushed into anything, or don't make any snap decisions. The Knight of Teacups says, just go steady, stay balanced, and take your time. Because I do think you will be moving on. I do think this is a fresh new start, a breath of fresh air energy. And the Three of Pencils at the end of the reading, again, is another card of healing and moving forward. So, wondering what you should do? The cards suggest to me, take your time, don't be rushed, but a positive move and a breath of fresh air and a fresh new start. And this is you moving on and feeling good. So I hope that resonates, Pam. I hope all works out for you.
Okay. All right. So Pam, you've got the King of Air, which is the King of Swords, and that's a card that says you could be retaining wise counsel from somebody who could be a legal eagle. Okay. There might be something like that where you're going to want to retain or you want to know your legal rights here. They're very knowledgeable. They're very respected. This individual who you may be talking to, you might not even have to retain them for money. It might be somebody that you know that it can give you some wise counsel as to this new job offer. Okay. So it could be anybody. You could be speaking to a job recruiter. You could be speaking to a friend, a relative, or even somebody that you need to talk to that can help you get through this. Okay. Now, the Seven of Earth, the Seven of Pentacles says you've been planning on a move. You've been wanting to move forward. Yes, you've been with your job for 10 years. That doesn't mean that you don't want change. So you're planting your seeds well, and you're wondering how this is going to turn out. And you put your investment into something here, and you're waiting. And this is a card of patience, but you've done everything right, Pam. So this is a card of unnecessary worry. So you will hear about this job, and it looks promising to me. You're moving on, just like Anne said. You've got the Eight of Water. Okay, that's the card that says you've made a decision. I'm out of here. I've done this. I've been there. Like she says, I've got the medal for it. I need change. I'm moving forward. And you're searching for something. Okay, and you're going to find the thing that you're searching for is going to bring you more fulfillment. You're going to feel so much better about it. Now, you're not there again because the Eight of Water is the card of balance, and it means you're in the process of starting in that direction. You're never going to have to turn around. As I say to people, don't turn around. You're not going in that direction. So you've made a good decision to move forward in a new direction, okay, with this new job. Do your research. You've got the High Priestess. That is about trusting your instincts, your intuition, and doing your research, delving deep. Finding out the answers that you need to might come from this King of Air, okay? So, you're getting all your ducks in a row and everything ready to make this move. You might want to do more research on it. Is it going to pay me enough? Are the benefits going to be enough? Is it going to serve me long term later on in my retirement? All these questions you may need to know. But at the end of the day, you got the 10 of Earth, the 10 of Pentacles. And that is the ultimate card of success. That is a card that says you're going to have prosperity, you're going to have security, and it's going to work out for you. Often when we have that, when our finances are great, we share that with our families and we're happier and we're more at peace and everything works out for us in your personal life and in your financial life. So very good move. I think you're made the right decision. I would think that if you do your research and find out that this is offering you more than what you have, even though you've been at your job for 10 years and you've got that long-term security, you got nothing to lose but give it a try. Okay. So thank you so much. Hi, someone offered out of the blue. Okay, there you go. So I would do your research, find out if it's going to pay off. Okay. Hi, Fatima. Welcome. Haven't seen you in the room until now. Okay, so let's see what we've got next. We've got MJ. Hi, MJ. Hi, ladies. I would like to know if DP and I are going to have an intimate relationship. All right, let's see what the cards say. Let's see what the guidance says. Thank you for your super chat, MJ.
So, MJ, thank you for your question. So, your first card here, Eight of Teacups, taking things a step at a time. So don't be in any rush just now. Now, look, here she is, just poised at the edge. And here's the success. But between her and success, there's this body of water. These are emotions. All she has to do is to step onto this first stepping stone, and the next is in front, and so on and so forth. So my suggestion for you would be, take it slowly, one step at a time. Don't be in any rush to make a giant leap. Things need doing in a measured and mindful way. Do your homework. High Priestess card shows up here, and this is another card of pausing, not rushing into anything. On the card, look, she's sitting down. She's reading a book. She's taking her time. She's finding out everything she needs to know. She's just pausing before taking any steps forward, thinking it through and asking herself, is this really what I would like? And is this really going to make me happy? So she's just taking her time with that, just having a little time of assessment. The 6 of coins then comes in. This is the pennies from heaven card. These are lovely things happening, things turning up that you've been hoping for and dreaming of, things that you've been manifesting actually showing up. So if I'm asked, are you going to have an intimate relationship? It has to be taken slowly, a step at a time. Be mindful. Make sure you know everything you need to know. Find out all the information that you need to know. Do your homework. And it's only when you've done all of that and you're taking things slowly, finding out, learning as you're going along, that the success will find you later on. So the answer to the question, I would say, is yes, but not straight away, no rush. And this needs taking a step at a time with mindfulness thought. So MJ, I hope that makes sense to you.
Okay, MJ. Stop working and stop worrying about this. You're putting so much thought into this situation that you got to be careful. If we become obsessed with something, we can actually sabotage it from happening. So just breathe in and breathe out. Like Anne says, take your time. Don't rush in, because you've got the 8 of Pentacles, and that is working on this, but doing it at your own pace, staying focused on it, but not being worried about it. Okay. Finding out the details, because you've got the Page of Swords, and that is finding out some information to do with the truthfulness that might change you, but and cause delays. So I would still do some research on this person, because you've got the Death card, and the Death card, something needs to be completely finished before a new beginning can start. Now, I don't know if DM is as available as DM is portraying to be. And you might find it's going to take time before you guys are able to be intimate, because DP might be trying to tie up loose ends. Okay. This is endings and transformation. This person, DP, needs to be feeling as though they're completely free to make this next step, which I find is great, because he's the King of Cups. And I think he's very compassionate, understanding, giving, and he wants the right thing for you. Okay. I think this person is a caring person. I think he's the type of person who's there for everybody, and he's compassionate, understanding, and he is trustworthy. But I think he's trying to tie up loose ends. He's not completely capable of giving you everything you want right now. But I think you've made a good decision with this person. Okay. I think this is a very nice person. But as Anne said, I think it's going to take a little bit of time before it becomes intimate. Okay. Or if there's going to be a commitment. All right. So, and I have to tell you, MJ, the woman has control over all of that. After the first kiss, that lets the man know exactly what, if he can pursue it and go after it and make it intimate. So we as women, believe it or not, hold that power within us. Okay. Not the man, we do. So when you're ready and you think he's ready, yeah, it's a good possibility, like Anne said. But I think this person they're not ready yet. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. I think you are, but I don't think they're ready yet, because they're not quite finished closing a door on another relationship or a situation in their life. Okay, but a very nice person. I mean, if I had my choice, I would rather have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. That's me because I guess I'm a water sign, right? Okay, let's see what we got here. Anne Marie, finally. Anne Marie, thank you so much. I've got to go back here. Just make sure I've got everything right here. I'm on cue here. Okay. Will Ed be home before my birthday, July 22nd? Okay, let's see what we got here. Use this deck. Boy, that would be a celebration.
You just said the word celebration, and the celebration card flew out of my deck.
That's well,
so that's looking good. But
you better keep that card then.
About another 12 came out with it, so I'm doing another.
Yeah.
Gosh, these cards are lively. Okay. Anne-Marie, thank you so much for coming into the room. So, first card you've got, Four of Cups. This is you so she's so focused in one direction here, which is the past, that she's missing this golden opportunity right behind her. So this Four of Teacups card says, just stand back. All she's got to do here, look, is turn round. And here's this lovely opportunity. So stand back, take a deep breath, look at the bigger picture. Don't be too focused and in one direction. The Ten of Wands says the difficult times are over with. The challenging times are over with. Here she is, look, she's having a lovely cup of tea and reading a book, putting her feet up, re-energizing. She's resting after a really busy time, gathering her energies. And this is the card that says the difficult times are over with. So just step back, look at the bigger picture, have a rest, have a break, put the kettle on. Because the wish is coming true card, the Nine of Cups is the next card. Wish is coming true, things you've been hoping for, dreaming of, and manifesting, finally coming into view. Look, she's manifesting those with this little teapot that's like an Aladdin's lamp. The important thing is that what she's manifesting is here. It's coming into view. Just the job, just what she's been waiting for. And the Sun card is the card of success. Success after hard work, success after you've put a lot of hard work into something. Look, she's planted the sunflowers, she's had to water them and weed the garden. And here, look, they are blooming. That's her success after a long, hard time, lots of busy times. So, will Ed be home before my birthday? I really think he will. Yes,
Wow.
I really do.
Beautiful. Okay, Anne Marie, here we go. So right now, this is, the two of you are, tied up in your head with this conflict going back and forth that you've had to deal with for years. And we know that that is the Five of Wands. Things could be a little bit tense right now. I don't know how your weekend went. I think, he's so frustrated that, both of you are at that point. And that's just the turmoil that you're carrying inside, waiting for this to happen. But he is your Knight of Wands, and he's going to come charging home fast. I think he's not going to be given any notice. It's just going to be, okay, out. There you go. See ya. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, okay? I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later. Yes, it's a possibility. I think he will be home by, if not before, July 22nd. Keep manifesting. You've got the Magician. Keep manifesting. Do everything you've been doing. Both of you stay positive. Believe that this is going to happen. Okay, you've got all the resources there to manifest this. And I think that the universe is telling you that this is going to happen. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. That's that beautiful new beginning, that new opportunity. I think the two of you will be discussing money a lot of the times when you get together, besides loving each other, but I think it's going to be a new beginning for both of you, and a financial new beginning for both of you. And I've told you this before. I think that the two of you will be collaborating and working together eventually. Now, Anne had the card of celebration. At the end of the day, I've got the Three of Cups, which again is celebration. So yes, reunions, celebrations, parties, socializing, gatherings, weddings, all those beautiful things, happy times. So yes, all of these cards were yes cards leading up to that. The only card here that was different was you guys, and that's the challenges that you've been going through in the past, but you're moving forward into a brand new beginning. And yeah, I think that he'll be home, if not before. Okay. All righty. So those are your cards. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. So that's our super chats we've got done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, almost 10. Wow. We've been busy. So let's get this out of here. Where are we here? Okay, we're going to clear that out. If I can find where I put it. Way back. Give me a minute, guys. I just want to get things here. I can't seem to get rid of it. Oh, I know why. There we go. I made it a banner instead of a comment. So I was trying to get rid of it as a comment. Okay, so we've been out here almost an hour and a half. We're down to 14 people, which is really good. And so we are going to go through our list. And the first one we're going to do is Tammy, because Tammy is my doorkeeper. All right. And those that have already had a reading, we won't do a second reading on them. So we have a few in the room here, and we'll see if we can get through these, give you guys a little message before we close up by 5 o'clock. Okay. So just to let Mary know that nothing came across as of yet, Mary Murphy. So not to worry. Okay. Nothing. I checked my bank. I checked my whatever. And like Ann Ella says, she understands the dilemma over there in the UK trying to get that to work. So not to worry. Okay, so our first one is Tammy. Tammy, we're going to put some, 3 cards on you, the energy, what's going on around you. We can be past, present, future. Okay, take it whatever way you want. All right. So let's see what we've got here for you. Sounds good, Anne Marie. Keep manifesting all that positive energy, bringing you in what you want.
So, Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Thank you, as always, for looking after us in the room. It's so appreciated. So, your first card that I've pulled for you, 5 of Teacups. This is lovely. This is you moving on, moving forward, leaving the past where it is. Acknowledge it, absolutely, because it's brought us to where we are now. But here she is, moving forward towards joy. The life experience card is making those positive changes now. Now, this life experience card, look, she's built this sandcastle and it's starting to wash away. But she's got these little pearls of wisdom and she's taking those along with her. So everything she's learned from the past, she's taking with her and making those positive changes, not just thinking about it or intending to. Taking the action, taking the changes, making the changes. And when you do, moving on and feeling good. This lovely card's shown up again. The breath of fresh air card coming in. It's a card very much if things have felt a little bit stuck or a little bit stalled, not anymore. Here you are, moving forward, feeling good, and moving in a direction that you want to go, and you making the changes to do just that.
Beautiful.
So I hope that makes sense, Tammy. Thank you.
Was that first card the Five of Pentacles?
Five of Teacups, Five of Cups.
Five of Cups. Okay. Well, I have the Five of Pentacles. So, Tammy, again, this is about you going through the doors of opportunity to find out answers that you need to any questions that you have right now. Let go of the worry, let go of the feeling of lack and loss. You could be reminiscing and thinking, I wish. But I think you'll find the assistance you want if you just go and ask. Okay. So if it's finance, go to the bank. If it's, if it's something that you need to discuss with a close friend on a personal issue, do that. There's assistance out there for you if you need it. Okay. So whatever it is you want to look into, or even medical issues, right? Now, coming in with that, the Queen of Earth, and that is planting your seeds and doing your research, doing that. Being practical and capable of moving forward. The Queen of Pentacles does that. She plants her seeds, but patiently waits. She does everything right, and her harvest does come in, but it's going to take time if you're waiting for something to happen, Tammy. You've got the Ace of Water. Ace of Water is knowing that you have love all around you. Ace of Water can be somebody new coming into your life. It could on a romantic level if you're wishing that and you're manifesting it. But it's also, having loving relationships that don't necessarily have to be intimate and romantic. They can be soulmates and friendships and the love of your family and the love of spirit as well. Okay, so those are the cards I have for you. Thank you, Tammy. All right, we've got, after Tammy, Stephanie, are you still here? If you're here, we're down. Yeah, you might be here. Stephanie, step forward if you're here, and we'll give you a couple of cards. If not, we'll be moving on to the next one. Okay, so let's see what we have here for Stephanie. Stephanie, let me know you're here. Hello, Wanda, welcome to the room. If you're not here, Stephanie, we'll move on. She's here. Okay, great, honey. Thank you very much. Takes a minute, I know. Okay, so Stephanie, let's see what we have here for you. You're welcome, Tammy.
So, Stephanie, the Wheel of Fortune card. Things moving forward for you if they felt a little bit slow. Not anymore. Look how easily she can move forward. This Wheel of Fortune is forward movement, momentum, and progress. Leaving behind any nonsense. That's what the Five of Wands is telling us. Look, she can see this thunderstorm in the background, but she's got her Wellington boots on and she's got her umbrella. She's not taking any notice of all this nonsense. She's moving forward towards the sunshine. So we've got another card of moving forward, leaving any nonsense, not getting involved in any conversations that you don't need to. If it's not your drama, leave it alone. When you do that and you make that conscious move forward, leaving all that nonsense behind, here you are, arriving at this golden opportunity. The Ace of Coins, this is something new, finding the keys to the treasure chest. So this could be a new beginning. It could be a new job, career, area of study, could be a pay rise, could be a promotion. So, and I think that could happen quite quickly with this Wheel of Fortune coming in. So I hope that makes sense, Stephanie. Thank you.
Beautiful. You've got the Justice card, Stephanie. So you're going to see some fairness come in. If you've been dealing with something that's left you feeling that you've been judged by others, you're going to make a decision to stand in your own end of the ring and defend yourself. This is about fairness, but also it's karmic justice coming towards you in a good way. If you're dealing with a legal issue, I think you'll see that the justice will be waived and in your favor. Things will work out in your favor. Things are going to pick up. You've got the Knight of Fire. That's very fast moving energy. Something could be coming in very quickly for you. Stay confident. This could be something that you're going to be asked to have to step up to the plate and deal with right away. Okay. But be mindful if you're having to sign any documents or anything like that, that you read between the lines. Don't agree to the first offer and don't sign anything too quickly, because you might feel really confident and passionate about something you're going to hear about. and you've got the temperance card, which is a balance card coming in with that. So slow down. Okay. Take your time and, you know, do things at a good pace. Don't jump into anything too fast at this time. Think about it before you do. Okay. That's what I have for you. Mary Murphy, if you're here, give me a heads up and we'll pull some cards for you, Mary. Okay. Step forward if you're in the room, please. And we'll pull some cards for you. All right. Give Mary Murphy a few minutes because I know sometimes it takes a little bit of time to say yeah. So just say here if you're here. Okay. See what we got. Mary Murphy calling you. If you're here, let me know. We're going to pull some cards on you. Okay. It needs to be pulled out. So if not, we'll be moving on to do Helen Cousin. Yes, our beautiful friend, Helen. So, Mary, if you're not here, don't step forward. We're going to do Helen. And then if you show up after Helen, we'll do you. Okay. So,
okay.
For her? No. All right. So, we're doing Helen.
Oh, lovely, Helene. Ace of Wands for you, first card. Fantastic new opportunity for a fresh new start. This is the Ace of Wands, and this card is something that you've been working towards, hoping for and dreaming of showing up, and you making the most of this wonderful opportunity. This card says, what are you waiting for? The King of Wands comes in next. So we've got the Ace and the King. Now, the King absolutely personifies confidence, self-assurance, success, very entrepreneurial, very business-like energy. This King of Wands is successful because they've learned how to be. So this could be you stepping up into this role of helping and advising other people. The King of Wands brings in the business plan to help other people find their own success. So this could be you stepping up into this role, or it could be somebody coming in with this new opportunity with a business plan or a how-to plan to get you moving forward. And the Lovers card is lovely at the end. So this could be the start of a lovely new friendship, but generally this is the card of you choosing to do something that makes you really happy. This is what she's doing on the card. Look, she's looking at all these roses. She's looking at them all carefully. She's not in a rush because she's asking herself, what will really make me happy? And then she's going to choose to do exactly that. So, Helene, wonderful new opportunity. Get ready. It could come in quite quickly. And there you are on your way, flying high. Whew. So I hope that resonates with you and I wish you well.
Okay, so I've got the Nine of Air. This is you worrying about this move and this job and relocating. I moved to a new place this afternoon, renting a room. Okay, let me write that down. Okay, I moved to a new place this afternoon, renting a room at a woman's flat till the 31st of July. I could then focus on work now. I am right now looking at job offers. Yeah, here they are. Okay. So that makes sense. You've got the Seven of Cups, that you almost feeling overwhelmed. You're, you know, checking these things out, trying to get the job that you want. Okay. So there's the seven. There's your answer there. Choices, and don't overanalyze, but be careful because it's important that you pick what you want. This has brought you a lot of stress. You've lost sleep over it, thinking about where you were going to move and the job you were going to get. So try to put this aside now because I think, don't procrastinate. You're going to come up and have to make two decisions, two choices. There could be two offers and options that are going to present themselves. So you're not just going to have one, you're going to have two, which is going to make you feel a little bit overwhelmed because you're going to have to pick one over the other. Okay. But I do think you will have a job offer coming in. Try not to worry so much. Okay. That's what I've got for you. Wow. I know it's stressful, boy. Not easy, is it? When you're trying to find a new place to live and a new job, for sure. Okay, Wanda, if you want a reading, it's a minimum of $5. The dollar sign is below. It's called the super chat. You just click that $ and submit. And it has to be a minimum of $5, and then we can do a little mini reading on you. Okay. I just took down the sign because we're doing general readings for people. Everybody these are the people that were left in the room from almost an hour ago, and we pull a couple of cards on them, just general. But if you have a personal question like Helen did, then you have to make a super chat to ask a question. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so we've got, you're welcome, honey. We've got, Mary Murphy didn't come back. We've got Mary Kath. Mary Kath, are you here? If not, is Kathy still here? Mary Kath, if you're here. Yeah, for sure. Mary Kath, are you here? Whoops. Mary Kath. What do we got here? Okay.
Are you reading for Mary? Oh, should we just wait and see if she's
not here yet? Yeah. So she may step forward. So we'll move on to Kathy. Kathy's guided light. Kathy, are you here, sweetheart? We're down to 8 people. She might not. She was here. Damara, we're going to do Damara. You know why? Because Damara is always here, and Damara always is proactive in the room. So if
so Damara.
Yeah, we'll do Damara. If Mary Kath is, oh, she's here. Oh, we got Kim Broach too. Okay. It never ends, eh?
Who are we reading?
Okay.
No.
Okay, so Kim Broach, you're just going to get what we give you because these are just general pulls for people in the room, okay? If you want a reading, then you know the protocol. You have to go down and click that $ and submit your donation. Okay, so Damara, Mary Kath showed up. So we'll do Mary Kath, and then we're going to do you, okay? So let's see what we've got for Mary Kath. So she's been
Mary Kath, right, sorry.
Yeah, she's been in the room a long time.
Mary Kath, right, okay.
All righty. And her beautiful mother is Anne Marie. So, okay.
Lovely. So, Mary Kath, thank you for coming into the room. Your first card, expect to get busy, is the Empress. This is the card of busyness. She's busy doing. She's taking action. She's not just thinking about it or intending to. Apron on, sleeves rolled up, and she's busy with creative projects, acting on new ideas, getting the ball rolling, actually doing and taking action. So expect to get busy. The Moon card comes in next. This has shown up quite a lot tonight for all sorts of different reasons. Now, the Moon card in this respect is about you trusting that inner wisdom, trusting that inner voice. Go within, ask yourself how you feel about something, especially if you're starting something new. How do you feel about that? Does it make you happy? If so, go ahead. If it's not so sure, find out a little bit more. Because this Moon card also says there may be new information coming to light that you need to find out. So you might need to do a bit of detective work. You might need to find out some more information. And when you've done that, the Chariot is you moving forward easily, gracefully, but in a balanced and disciplined way. This isn't a rash or a rushed movement forward. It's done so with thought. It's done so with organization. It's balanced and it's mindful. But it's also a fantastic movement forward. So, Mary Kath, I hope that makes sense.
Okay, thank you. Mary Kath, you're still thinking about your past. You still romanticize and you still think about your past. You could be thinking about things you did at school, friendships that you've had that you might not, you might have been distanced from, could have been past relationships that were romantic, or even thinking about your childhood. It's okay to do that, but don't lose yourself there for too long because it is the past and we need to move forward, but you could be feeling extra sensitive and nostalgic this week. You've got the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is the Two of Fire, and you could be planning something, moving ahead. You might be wanting to do something with a partner or bring a partner into the equation or a friend into the equation. Sometimes, this is partnering up with somebody, but it's to move forward and to progress and move forward with somebody else. So, your cohort in crime, your best friend, your soulmate, or maybe even somebody at work you could be thinking about partnering up with. The ego is the devil. This is about you letting go of the things that are holding you back. This is about you not being so focused on material things, wanting to enjoy life a little bit better. I know, especially women, most of my readings are professional single women of affluence, actually. And this is what's on your mind all the time is money, and trying to make sure that all of it's going to be there when you need it someday. But I think you're making some healthy choices. I don't know whether you're joining a gym, whether you're walking more, whether the weather's better, you're eating healthier, you might be wanting to change your diet. I see you doing things that are going to make you feel better in general. So that's what I have for you, Mary Pat. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do Damara, and then we're going to do Kathy. Okay. Keep in mind, guys, we'll pull these cards as long as we have super chats or 5 o'clock. Okay, because we shut down at 5 o'clock because that is our 2-hour mark. Oh, you're welcome. So, Damara, let's see what we've got here for you. So, go ahead, Anne. You're first. You're ready.
Okay, I'm smiling because these cards are lovely. So, Damara, thank you for coming into the room and all your lovely support and encouragement. It really does mean the world. So, thank you for that first. Now, your first card, 5 of Wands. This is you leaving the nonsense behind. This is a card that says focus on where you want to go. You are well protected. You've got everything you need. If there are any dramas and any nonsense going on anywhere, leave them where they are. It's time to leave those behind. The 7 of Coins says you've done the groundwork. You've been busy. Here she is, look, planting the seeds, doing the groundwork. Know that will be absolutely wonderful. Once she's planted these seeds, she can't make them grow any faster. She just has to pause and wait, and the success will come in divine and appropriate timing. So no need to worry. When you've started something and you've got something off the ground, if you can't quite see the results of it yet, no need to worry. Because your final card, this is the one that made me smile, especially because it's you, the Star. Card 17, the Star. This is you stepping into the spotlight, literally, on your own dance floor. It's success, it's recognition, it's you being appreciated for everything you do. It's making a wish, wishing on a star, and the success and the appreciation that comes along with that. So, Damara, I hope that resonates, and thank you.
Well, Damara, you seem to be having the willpower to find victory in your life and go charging towards your goals with the Chariot. The Chariot is the champion. And you've done your research. You know some things are risky and other things, you know that there's going to be consequences with. But you've done your homework and you've had the willpower. And I do see that you're generating traffic and attention and getting recognition towards you. You might be meeting your beautiful knight in shining armor. This is a knight of water. This could be an emotional connection that you're going to be getting together with somebody. You're going to be seeing somebody. This is a beautiful dramatic card of getting together with somebody where the puzzle pieces fit. So you could be being swept off your feet. There could be somebody new coming in that that's taken notice of you. So get ready to meet somebody. I see that you're going to come out the champion. You are the emperor. Okay, I think this person is going to look at you with respect. I think this person is going to know that you are, you are sitting there in the seat of power. You're organized, that you have leadership roles, and you're structured. And I think this is going to be part of the reason why this Knight of Water is going to be attracted to you. Okay. They can see that you have your head on, screwed on right. They can see that you know what you can do and do well. I think they're going to be very, very respectful, but somebody is either watching you from the shadows, they're showing me, because they really look up to you. You know, they think you're amazing. So let me know how that works out. There could be somebody out there watching you. Beautiful. And maybe you already know about them. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We're going to move on to Kathy. Okay, Kathy's guided light. Here we go, Kath. Here we go.
Okay, Kathy, thank you for coming into the room. Lovely to see you again. So for you, we've got the 9 of Wands. That says keep going, stay determined, be persistent, don't give up. This is the card that says stay motivated. Now, the Knight of Wands comes flying in now. And all the knights are really fast. They all have a motorbike. And the Knight of Wands has the fastest one of all of the 4 of them, coming in saying, think it through and act with care. So if something comes in this week and you need to make a decision on it and it's all really exciting and it's absolutely wonderful, put the kettle on first, have your cup of tea, think it through, just take your time, just don't be rushed. Because the Emperor is next. This is lovely, a senior figure in the tarot. The Emperor says, get organized. Make sure you have plans in place. The Knight of Wands can be a little bit reckless and a little bit rushed, and the Emperor never is. The Emperor has everything in a plan, everything's planned in advance, everything's in its place. And in an instant, the Emperor is ready to go because it's all done in advance. So detailed planning, taking care of all the planning, getting everything organized. And when you do that, the Magician says, yes, you're ready. You can do this. You have everything you need. So in a nutshell, stay focused, stay determined. Don't be making any rash or rush decisions. Think it all through. Get yourself your detailed plan together. Get everything in place first. And then the Magician says, you're ready and you can do this. Wow. So, Kathy, I hope that makes sense.
Kathy, you've got the card of balance, which is your card, my darling, Temperance. That's her card. It comes up almost every time for her, even when she pulls cards for herself. So you know what that means. That means compromise and having self-control and doing things in moderation and not pushing yourself too hard, okay? You're still recuperating from your physical problems and your health issues. So just, I know you're looking great and you're feeling better, but remember something, don't overdo it, okay? So just, you know, get your ducks in a row, but do it in and pace yourself in a comfortable manner. The world is your oyster. You've got the world, okay? This is beautiful. This means I think you're going to be traveling. I think you will be moving on. I think you're going to be putting roots down somewhere else. This is a card of celebrating that. Also, the world is the end of one cycle and the beginning of a new one. And we were talking about that the other day. Kathy and I, and Dean, we get deep into these conversations. So I thank you, Shanji. So I do see that, you know, you're going to be able to, I think you're moving. I do see a move coming in your life. You're trying to get your ducks in a row to plan this. And at the end of the day, you've got the 4 of fire, the 4 of wands, and that's a card of celebration. But I also see that as relocating, new house, new home, prosperity and contentment, and celebrating that. Okay. So Kathy, yeah. Start cleaning out, start getting rid, start purging. Okay. I think you're moving. All right. All right. So we have a super chat here. We've got Sean G. Thank you, Sean, for coming into my room. All right. So Sean's question is, life's been difficult and I've been working hard for minimal reward. Where will I be in 2 months from now? Okay. See where you're going to. So guys, as I was saying at the beginning, 2 weeks ago, Ann Ellis had 999 subscribers. She now has 1,030. So please check her out. Please check out her beautiful videos and her cards that she sells, her lovely angel card decks. They're very reasonable. And again, you can order them digitally on your iPhones, and you can take them and hit a button and they shuffle and do all of that for you. So they're beautiful cards. So please pay attention. Go and check her out and please subscribe to her channel. Okay. Thank you, guys. Those of you who haven't seen Anne, and you guys, most of the guys, like, I don't know, Sean, if you follow me or not. So please, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to us. It helps us out big time. Okay, Anne, sorry.
No, it's all right. That's good. Sean, thank you. Lovely to have you in the room. So, 5 of Coins shows up first, and this is exactly what you've said in your question. Life has been difficult. Look, she's focusing on this empty piggy bank. She's thinking that about lack, but not realizing that she's sitting on 3 coins and there are 2 right beside her there. So this is a temporary sense of lack, but this card says, ask for any help if you need it. That's a real sign of strength. It also says you have all the resources that you need. So focus on your strengths. Ask for any help if you need it. The Ace of Pencils brings in something new, a new beginning. And this is interesting because the pencil suit is all about clarity and new ideas. And here she is, look, she's missed with the first few attempts at the target. She's been learning. And now she's hit the bullseye. So very much coming in, new ideas, new clarity, and new information coming in to help you as you move forward. The Knight of Wands then comes flying in with some information, something that you need to pay attention to, something that you're really excited about. The Knights come in fast. They all have a motorbike. And the Knight of Wands just says, think it through and act with care. So there could be some clarity, some new ideas, some brilliant light bulb moment coming. Take it steady. Just think it through. Don't be too hasty. Take your time. It could be absolutely something that you're really excited and thrilled to bits about. But just think it all through. Just take a deep breath before deciding. This is what this 4 of Pencils says. Just take time out. Don't be in any rush. Just think it through. Don't make any rash or rush decisions. And where will you be? Moving on from the past. This is the 5 of Teacups. Moving on from the past. Acknowledging where it's brought you, but very much a positive momentum and moving on to something good, moving on towards joy, leaving this behind and making that positive move. So, Sean, I hope that resonates with you and thank you.
Okay, Sean. Okay, so I mean, this is a concern. You're worried about this. You've got the 5 of Pentacles, which is the card that makes you feel like lack and loss. And yeah, you're not getting rewarded for the hard work that you're putting out there. But I think you're going to be doing your research. I think you're going to be finding the doors of new opportunity to take you in a new direction, getting that opportunity to go through. And you know, it's almost like you're knocking on the door. They open the door and you put your foot in it. In other words, you're not shutting this door on me. I'm going to keep going forward. You have the Queen of Earth, the Queen of Pentacles, and that's you planting your seeds, preparing yourself to move forward. I think you want to find another job. I think you're going to be out there putting out your resumes. I see you revising your resume. I think you are going to be updating it. You could even be contacting job recruiters, they're telling me. You're very capable. You're worth more than what you're putting out, what they are paying you, rather. So keep planting your seeds, but be patient because you're waiting for the right job. And this is all about patience. The Queen of Fire, That's who you are, actually. Going after what you want. Hold your chin up higher. You square your shoulders off. You're very intelligent and you can be very exuberant and you are determined. Go after what you want. As I say, if you follow me, you'll see when the Queen of Wands shows up, I always say that she had to fight tooth and nail and claw her way to get to where she is. And she's not going to let anybody, defer her or anybody talk her out of it or anybody's 3 cents worth put her in a different direction. She's out there, she flips the bird at everybody that doubts her, and she says, yeah, well, watch me. So stay determined and go after your goal, okay? Now, what they're telling me, my guides are telling me, Sean, is keep things close to your chest on the QT. Don't share this news with anybody else, okay? You need to keep things quiet. You're working right now, but you want to be you're gainfully employed, even though it's not what you deserve to be paid, but you are gainfully employed. And until you secure that next job, don't tell anybody, because I'll tell you something, not everybody's our best friend, and there's always somebody waiting to jump in our empty seat, okay? Page of Earth, good news about money, okay? So this is about, being studious and finding things out that are going to benefit you. You may even be thinking about, when I said you were revising your resume, you may even be wanting to take a new course of study on the side to add to that resume to level you up in that next tax bracket. But the Page of Earth is often a wonderful opportunity to do with money, hearing about money, getting money, a windfall of money, a raise, a bonus, or even a better job, okay? And the best card in the whole deck, the Sun. So I think you're working towards a goal. I think you need to keep working towards that goal. I think you're worthy of a better job and being paid more money for who you are and what you have to offer, because you are an asset. Remember, you are an asset. Okay, tell yourself, I am an asset. I deserve to be paid more money. So I do think you're going to see success in the future. You're going to get recognition with this next job, and you will be being paid what you deserve to be paid. Stay enthusiastic, okay? Stay upbeat about it. Righty. So, all right. So we've got Wanda Pierce, Kim Roach, Fatima, and Shazad. If you're in the room, and let me know. Okay.
Yeah, Fatima's here.
Okay. All right. You're going to be done next. Fatima, you can pull cards for her. All righty. Thank you so much, Sean, for your super chat and your question and coming in the room. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to us, please subscribe to our channel. Okay, and then you'll hear every time we go live, you'll get a message saying Anne and Brenda are live. You can come in again. Okay. Fatima, let's see what we got for you. Kathy says, now the trick is getting my husband moving. Yeah. I hear you.
So, Fatima, 5 of Wands coming out for you, and this is you leaving the nonsense behind. So if there's any drama going on in the background, leave it where it is. Don't get involved. You focus on where you want to go and keep moving forward. The 4 of Pentacles says just take some time out. Just have a break, have a rest. Look, they've got their feet up, they're having a cup of tea, reading a book. And it's sometimes in this time when we have a rest and we have a break and just get away from things and we think, oh, there's nothing happening. That's when everything happens, because you're leaving space in your busy mind for these lovely ideas to come through, to hear the inspiration of the angels and to hear these prompts from the universe. When you do, take care of all the small details. The 8 of Coins is all about the small print, reading it twice, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, taking care of all those small details, because there is some new information coming in for you to help you move forward. Now, this is the Page of Pencils. She brings in clarity, new information that you don't know already. Now, she might be a little bit tactless, not the most tactful person in the world, but take no notice of that. Listen to the information, because this new information is coming in, bringing clarity to help you get moving forward. When you hear it, Make sure you read it carefully and take care of all those small details. But very much an energy of leaving the nonsense behind and moving on.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Fatima, you might have a lot of choices and decisions you might be feeling overwhelmed about making right now. But I want you to think about long term, what's going to last the test of time, the benefits that are going to be best for you. Okay. This is a card that says you're moving forward, you're planning your move. And this is a card that says it'll be okay. You will make these choices. Just don't procrastinate and don't overanalyze things. Think about what's going to pay you the best, what's going to help you out the best. You deserve to do that because you're the queen of water. She's the ultimate mother. She does for everybody. She gives, gives, gives. She's loving and she's giving. And she also has wonderful psychic abilities because she is a water sign. But that's inevitable with her. But I think she's coming to the conclusion, and you need to too, Fatima, that you've made a lot of choices where I think you've made those choices determined on what other people wanted. And now it's your turn to turn the tables around and do things for you. Okay. You've done everything that you could for everybody else. Now it's your chance to make those decisions that will benefit you and you alone. Something could be coming in very quickly that will make you do that. You've got the Knight of Fire. The Knight of Fire is fire, is fast moving energy coming towards you, almost this thing that shows up of urgency that you can't procrastinate. You hear about something and you've got to act on it right away. Okay, so it's being adventurous and passionate to go after something, but put the brakes on a little bit. I always say with this one, put the brakes on just a little bit, and think about the choices you're making right now. But do what's right for you. Okay, you've always determined your choices and decisions around other people. This is your time. Okay, we're going to go on to Dean, and after Dean, we're done. Because we're beyond 5 o'clock. Okay, so the chat room will be closing down after Dean. Now, Dean is Secrets of the Red Moon, guys. If you don't know Secrets of the Red Moon's name, this is Dean, and he has a channel of his own, and he goes live often with Kathy here. Kathy's Guided Light Tarot. We've worked together as well. So go check them both out too, as well. Okay. All right. What do we got here? Flip the bird, Damara says yes. All right, Dean's here. Okay. Let's see what
Dean. Oh, you've got some fantastic cards, Dean. Thank you. And thank you for coming into the room. The Magician. Yes, you can. You are ready. You can do this, and you've got everything you need. So if there's a little voice of self-doubt anywhere or not so sure, the Magician comes in and says, hey, don't worry, you've got this. The Hermit's next, so you've got two major arcana cards. This is you stepping up, shining your light in the world, teaching from experience and leading by example. And really, the world needs plenty more of that right now. And here you are, stepping up and shining your light in the world. Yes, you can do it. Make a choice to do that. The Two of Pentacles says you might have been a little bit uncertain, unsure, not quite sure what to do. And it's that indecision that's keeping you stuck because you can't decide on this or that. So do your homework, find out all the information that you need. Stand up, say what you would like, say what will work well for you. This is the Strength card. This is you being assertive, but doing so with kindness. And that's going to get you a lot further, a lot faster. So saying no, thank you, if you need to. Saying this will work better for me. This isn't working as well for me. You standing up and being heard and being gently and kindly assertive. And the Queen of Teacups says, look after you, number one, but here she is in a lovely situation of helping other people. The Queen absolutely personifies humanity, humility, and charity, very often in a role where she's helping other people to feel good, helping other people to feel better. And she's absolutely brilliant at that because she looks after herself first. So again, this could be you stepping into this role. It might be volunteering, it might be working for a charitable organization, a non-profit, but something where you are in the privileged position of helping others, making them feel better. And that's absolutely wonderful. And yes, you can, just in case you were thinking that it wasn't possible. You are ready. It's time. So, Dean, I hope that makes sense to you. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, big guy. Guess what? You're going to be changing things. You've got the release card, the death card, Dean. This is all about you making decisions and choices that are going to benefit you to your greater good. You know what that means. This is endings and going through another transformation. Dean has been working out and losing weight, and he looks so handsome. He looked handsome before, but he's just really been dedicated to be making healthy choices for himself. You look fabulous, Dean. Anyhow, you're going to feel freedom now. I think you're, of course, now he's a teacher. Once school's out, he's definitely going to feel some freedom, but he never stops. He's either doing summer school or he's doing something. He stays busy. You're going to be making good choices for yourself. As you know, I think that something's going to end and there's going to be a new beginning for you. And it can be anything. It can be outdated, our mindset. It can be habits that maybe we've indulged in and we need to stop. We need to change. It could be anything: eating habits, exercise habits, letting go of toxic relationships, people around us that aren't serving us to our greater good. You know what the death card means, but one door is going to close and you're going to be walking through a new one. You've got everything at your fingertips, Dean, to manifest this. What is it you want? Keep doing your affirmations. Keep doing your meditation. You're going to be stepping up into your empowerment soon. Be prepared, because I think you're going to see change coming in here, all for the greater good, because you're going to be celebrating with the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is prosperity, contentment, celebration, feeling happy within your home, feeling happy within your relationships, feeling happy within yourself. Wow. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for coming into the room. And the chat room's closed now because we're after 5 o'clock, and that's 2 hours we've been out here. So yeah, it's always I always don't like to keep Anne over too long, because it's after 10 o'clock where she is, and it's just 5 o'clock here, 5:12 for me. I'll be thinking about dinner. So, Anne, again, I really, really can't thank you enough for always wanting to partner up with me. And
I love it. Thank you.
It's been amazing. And she's, as I said, she's gone from 2 weeks ago, 999 to 1,030 people now. So she's working on her 4,000 viewing hours. So please, guys, check her out, watch her videos. And even if you're driving the car and you're concentrating, let the video run out to the end, okay? Because everything is influenced by how many subscribers she has and how long people watch her videos. So it's not as easy as you guys seems to think out here doing what we do. And, trying to make these videos, make sure that, we're making them properly, the right amount of time, that they're the best quality we can give you, and, editing and all of that stuff. So, and we love doing it. And once you learn to do it, Anne, it's just click, click, click.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Yeah.
So, and you have to love it to do what we do.
Yeah.
So anyway, please go check out Anne. She's got these beautiful cards as well. Her angel cards are such cute, whimsical decks, and they're beautiful. And and you can order them digitally too on your phone, as I had said. You don't need to carry the physical card with you anymore. I mean, when I travel, I was taking my iPad so that I'm hooking up to Wi-Fi in other countries, so that if people wanted a reading, I could still. And I was doing intuitive readings a lot too, where I didn't take my cards. And if people wanted a reading, I would do an intuitive reading. So you guys, please go and check her out and subscribe to her if you're new in our room and you haven't done that already. I know I'm down to 7 people. So we get so busy, it's hard to do promotions when we're out here, right? But, and also there's Secrets of the Red Moon Dean. There's Kathy's Guided Light out here as well. Beautiful readers, good friends of both Anne's and mine. And, we rise by lifting others. So, please go and subscribe to their channels as well. Kathy has a GoFundMe because she has gone through some horrific health issues and surgeries, and it's so expensive where she lives in the States to pay and meet that burden. So if you have any little bit of leftover money that you could send Kathy on her GoFund for her medical expenses, it would be greatly appreciated. Anything, it doesn't matter how much it is. All those little pennies add up at the end of the day. So have a beautiful remainder to our Sunday. Most of us are experiencing rain or cloud where we are around the world, apparently, except for Trend Zone. He's in Chicago and he says it's 80 degrees and he had his roof down, the lucky little bum. So anyway, yeah, great room again, as usual. And we'll see you again next Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock UK time. So
looking forward to it.
Mark your calendars, watch the community posts I put out there. And I did put one out for, you'll have to check. And I did put a picture, I was telling you like this, of you and I coming out live on Facebook as well. So
thank you, Brenda.
There, yeah, you'll find it fun, and we'll be chatting when we shut down. So lots of love, many blessings. Stay safe, play safe, and be safe. And we'll see you again next week.
See you next week. Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.